2020 జేఈఈ మెయిన్ ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా అన్ని కేటగిరీస్లు 18, 35, 251, 253, 582, 606, 778, 780, 812, 821, 1031, 1049, 1303, 1575, 1654, 1753, 1754, 1978 ర్యాంకులే కాక మరెన్నో ఉత్తమ ఫలితాలు సాధించిన విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్. ఈ ఫలితాలు సాధించడానికి కారణమైన లెక్చరర్లు మరియు తల్లిదండ్రులకు మా కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్.
So the concept is mainly if the two sound waves of nearly equal frequencies, nearly equal but not equal, two sound waves of nearly equal frequencies are traveling in the same direction, are superimposed, then we can observe regular waxing and waning. That phenomena is called beats. So main thing is two sound waves of nearly equal frequencies are traveling in same direction. Two sound waves of nearly equal frequencies are traveling in same direction, are superimposed then we can observe regular waxing and waning. Then we can observe regular waxing and waning. This phenomena is called beat phenomena. So what is meant by the waxing and what is meant by the waning? That is important here. Waxing in the sense we can observe the maximum frequency. Waning in the sense we can observe minimum frequency. Waxing means maximum frequency, waning means minimum frequency. So how this condition exists here? See here. So let us say two sound waves. This is one wave and this is another wave are traveling in the same direction. Both must traveling in the same direction. Both must have the same amplitude. Both the waves must have same amplitude, but nearly equal frequencies, but not equal. So if these two are sounded together, then we can observe regular waxing and waning. So this is the minimum frequency condition. This position is the minimum frequency condition and this position is the maximum frequency condition. So these conditions are called waxing condition and these conditions are called waning. So what is meant by the waxing? Maximum frequency. So the frequency is maximum. What is meant by the waning? Frequency is minimum. So these are the waxing and waning. So this phenomena is called beats. So when we can observe maximum frequency, when we can observe minimum frequency, that is based on interference. These two waves are interfere. Interference means? Interference phenomena means what? What is meant by interference? Interference of light. I think in 10th class we have this concept. Light, interference, diffraction, polarization, reflection, refraction. What is meant by interference? So in interference we have two types. One is constructive interference and destructive interference. Constructive interference and destructive interference. For example, this wave, in condition of this wave is called, this position is called what? In a wave, generally the highest position is called what? Crest. Lowest position is called trough. So constructive interference in the sense, if the crest incident on the crest, that means here we are discussing about two waves. Two waves are superimposed. In a single wave situation, it is not possible to observe interference phenomena. So, to observe the interference phenomena, definitely we must require two, either light waves or sound waves, anything it is. So, in these two waves, so this is the crest condition. If the crest of the first wave incident on the crest of the second wave, crest incident on crest, or trough of the first wave incident on the trough of the second wave. So, that means trough incidence on trough. In that situation, the phase difference between the waves must be equal to 0. In that situation is called constructive interference. In optics we can discuss about clearly. So, mainly the main thing is constructive interference means, so the crest of the first wave while superimposition of the two waves, here two waves are superimposing. During that superimposition, crest of the first wave incident on the crest of the second wave, or trough of the first wave incident on the trough of the second wave, that phenomena is called constructive interference. In that constructive interference, we can observe maximum frequency. In that constructive interference, we can observe maximum frequency. So, next, destructive interference. Destructive interference means crest of the first wave incident on the trough of the second wave. Crest of the first wave incident on trough of the second wave, or trough of the first wave incident on the crest of the second wave. Crest to trough superimposed, that is called a destructive interference. In that situation, we can observe minimum frequency, that is called vanning condition. So, this is constructive and destructive. So, here the maximum condition is called constructive interference, minimum position is called destructive interference. In case of destructive interference, definitely there must be a phase difference of pi radians. In case of constructive interference, phase difference is 0. Next, so let us discuss about mathematical phenomena. This is theoretical. How can we observe maximum and minimum? So, here, so let us say two sound waves, y1 can be written as a sin omega 1t. So, let us say a sin of omega can be written as 2 pi f1t. Omega can be written as 2 pi f. So, second wave y2 is equals to a sin of omega 2t. So, that is a sin of 2 pi f2 into t. These are the two sound waves having two displacements. So, let us say the resultant displacement is equals to y1 plus y2. Two waves are superimposed, both are travelling in the same direction. So, generally the phase difference is 0. So, y is equals to y1 plus y2, resultant displacement. A sin omega 1t plus a sin omega 2t. So, a common, sin omega 1t plus sin omega 2t, sin a plus sin b, formula sin of a plus b by 2 plus into sin of a minus b by 2, sin of 2 into sin of omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into t, cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t. అంతే కదా. So, this can be written as, for our convenience, 2a into cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t into sin of omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into t. So, this total is considered as resultant amplitude, 2a cos of omega 1 minus omega by 2 into t. This total is considered as resultant amplitude of the wave. Then y can be written as a resultant into sin of omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into t. So this is the resultant wave. Two waves are superimposed, then the resultant displacement can be written as y is equals to AR into sine of, just we are doing sin A plus sin B formula, 2 sine of A plus B by 2 cos of A minus B by 2, that is a formula. So simple thing it is. And we know here main thing is intensity is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. Generally intensity of the wave is directly proportional to square of amplitude. What is the resultant amplitude? Here it is. This is the resultant amplitude. So from this we can write I proportional to 4A cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t whole square, right? This is the resultant amplitude. So intensity is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. I proportional to 4A into cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t. So from this I is equals to, 2A not 4, it is 4A square cos square omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t. So this is the situation. I is equals to 2 square, 4A square. So here I proportional to A square, then I can be written as 4 I naught. What is A? Amplitude of the individual wave. Both the waves must have the same amplitude. Then here I naught is nothing but the intensity of the individual waves. What is this I? Resultant intensity. After superposition of the two waves, the resultant intensity is I. Resultant intensity is I. So A square is nothing but I naught. What is I naught? Intensity of the individual wave. I naught into cos square omega 1 minus omega by 2 into t. So this is the situation. When this value is maximum, if I is maximum, when this I is maximum if cos square of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t is equals to 1, because maximum possible value of cos theta is 1 only. So from this we can write cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t is equals to plus or minus 1. Plus or minus 1. This. So that is the cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t. So now from this I is maximum. I is minimum. When the value of I is minimum? If this value is 0. If this value is 0, then I is minimum. So I is minimum. Minimum in the sense nothing but 0. Cos square of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t is equals to 0. So that means cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t is equals to 0. So this is the maximum intensity and minimum intensity. When the intensity is maximum, it is 1. So that is the situation. From this we can calculate what is the beat frequency. See here, cos of omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t is equals to plus or minus 1. The first case, maximum condition we are discussing about first maximum condition. Cos of omega 1 minus omega 2, this is the first maximum condition, that is plus or minus 1. So that means we can write omega 1 minus omega by 2 into t is equals to, this can be written as n pi, right? N is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3. N equals to 0, 1. N equals to 1, that is cos pi. Cos pi is how much? Minus 1. Here it is plus or minus 1. So that is where n is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So here omega 1 minus omega by 2, from this t can be written as n pi into 2 by omega 1 minus omega 2. T is equals to n pi into 2 by omega can be written as 2 pi f1 minus 2 pi f2. So n pi into 2 by 2 pi common, f1 minus f2, 2 pi cancel. So t is equals to n by f1 minus f2. T is equals to n by f1 minus f2. So in this, if n is equals to 0, then t is equals to 0. If n equals to 1, then t is equals to 1 by f1 minus f2. N is equals to 2, t is equals to 2 by f1 minus f2. N is equals to 3, t is equals to 3 by f1 minus f2 and so on. For different values of n here, n is nothing but the whole number, 0, 1, 2, 3 all exist. So that's why first I am substituting n equals to 0. If n equals to 0, what is the value of t? 0. N equals to 1, 1 by. N equals to 2, 2 by, 3 by, like that. So what is the difference between two time periods, any adjacent two time periods? Difference between them. Delta t. So from this, let us say it is t naught, t1, t2, t3. So t1 minus t naught, how much? 1 by f1 minus f2 minus 0, that is 1 by f1 minus f2, right? Next, t2 minus t1, 2 by f1 minus f2 minus 1 by f1 minus f2, 1 by f1 minus f2. Based on this, delta t can be written as 1 by f1 minus f2. Delta t can be written as 1 by f1 minus f2. Very good. This is called beat period. Delta t is called beat period. Beat period. So next, beat frequency. Delta f can be written as 1 by delta t. So frequency is nothing but reciprocal of time period. So delta f can be written as 1 by f1 minus f2. So delta f is equals to f1 minus f2. So beat frequency is nothing but just difference of those two frequencies. Very, very simple. We derived all this derivation just because of this beat frequency only. Simple thing. So this delta f equals to f1 minus f2. So difference in frequencies, heavier minus lower, but most confusing. In any situation, beat frequency in the sense we must do only difference in frequencies, heavier frequency minus lower frequency, but most confusing. How this is most confusing? Let us do this. For example, simple again, A, B, one is C. For example, 258, 264, what is B 100? If B is coated with wax, the condition is if the B is coated with wax or B is filed in the sense sharpened, So two conditions exist in that. Let us discuss about that. So for example, 264, 258. Maybe B is in between these two, or more than this one or less than this one. That depends on bit. How many number of bits we can observe. Here F1 minus F2 is called, F1 minus F2 gives what? Number of bits observed. How many number of bits we can observe? Human ear observes how many number of bits? Only 10 bits. If the frequency, the difference in frequency is equal to 10, then only we can observe that frequency. If the difference in frequency is more than that, not possible to observe, because the persistence of hearing of the human ear is 0.1 second. How much it is? 0. That means the difference between the two sounds. I am talking now. One more person is talking continuously. We are both of us talking continuously. When you people differentiate these two sounds, if the time gap between two sounds is 0.1 second, then only we can differentiate those two sounds. Otherwise, not possible. ఇప్పుడు మేము క్లాస్ చెప్తూ ఉంటాం, వెనకాల కూర్చొని అందరూ ఏదో ఒకటి మాట్లాడుతుంటారు. ఎవడేం మాట్లాడుతున్నాడో అర్థం కాదు. రైట్? ఎందుకు అర్థం కాదు? అందరూ ఒకేసారి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. సో దెర్ ఈజ్ నో టైమ్ ల్యాగ్ బిట్వీన్ టూ సౌండ్స్. If there is time lag between two sounds is 0.1 second, then we can observe clearly what you people are talking. So that is the method. So that is called persistence of hearing. Persistence of hearing is 0.1 second. So 1 by 0.1, how much? 10. That is. So that means always while doing the problems, the beat frequency always must be less than 10. Of course more also exists, but not able to observe for us. మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయలేము. హ్యూమన్ ఇయర్ కెన్ అబ్జర్వ్ ద బీట్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ అప్ టు 10 హెర్ట్జ్ ఓన్లీ. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద బీట్స్ వేర్ వీ కెన్ అబ్జర్వ్ దీస్ బీట్స్, వేర్ వీ కెన్ యూస్ దిస్ బీట్ ఫినామినా టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద అన్నోన్ frequency of the unknown tuning fork, and in the mines what are the dangerous gases present. Based on this beat frequency we can observe how that phenomena exist. So generally in mines, for example, those అంటే ఎవడైనా మా అక్కడ మైన్స్లో ఏ గ్యాస్ ఉందో అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. నన్ను 2 పైప్స్ తీసుకుంటారు. ఒక పైప్లో నుంచి ప్యూర్ ఎయిర్, దే సెండ్ ప్యూర్ ఎయిర్ త్రూ ఇంటూ ద మైన్, అండ్ ఇన్ అనదర్ పైప్ దే సెండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద సస్పీషియస్ గ్యాస్ ప్రజెంట్, అంటే మనం ఏదైతే గ్యాస్ ఉందని ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ గ్యాస్ని పంపిస్తారు. ప్యూర్ ఎయిర్ కంటిన్యూస్గా కంపల్సరీగా రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయ్యి వచ్చింది అనుకో, దెర్ ఈజ్ నో, అంటే మనకి ఎలాంటి ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డిఫరెన్స్ లేకుండా తిరిగి వచ్చేసింది అనుకోండి, వెళ్ళింది రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయ్యి వస్తుంది కదా, అంటే దట్ మీన్స్ దెర్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ విల్ బి దేర్. ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఎనీ చేంజ్ ఇన్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ, definitely there must be a, what is that, suspicious gas, like that, to find out the dangerous gases in the mines. Best example andi Ghazi cinema chusaru kada, Ghazi tornadoes. So that end అది దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, ఆ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఏమంటారు, ఆ ఫినామినా, సోనార్ టెక్నాలజీ. దట్ ఈస్, అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకి దగ్గరగా ఏదైనా వెళ్తుంటే, అంటే మనం ఏదైతే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ సెండ్ చేస్తున్నాం, వీఆర్ సెండింగ్ ద సర్టెన్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీస్, మనకి అదే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ రిఫ్లెక్ట్ వస్తుంది అనుకోండి, మనకి అపోజిషన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఏమి లేవని మీనింగ్. అదే మనకి ఏమన్నా ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ చేంజ్ వచ్చిందనుకో, డెఫినెట్లీ దట్ మస్ట్ బి ఏ అపోజిషన్. అది మీనింగ్. అంటే మనకి దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, సబ్మెరైన్స్ మొత్తం అదే కాన్సెప్ట్లో వర్క్ చేస్తాయి. ఆ బీట్స్ అంటే మనకి మనం పంపించే, ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ దాకా ఎందుకు, మనకి ఏరోప్లైన్స్ రాడార్ సిగ్నల్స్ అండి, రాడార్ సిగ్నల్స్ కూడా పాజిటివ్ సిగ్నల్స్ వస్తుంటే అట్లానే ఉంటుంది. ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది అనుకో, ఇమీడియట్గా సిగ్నల్స్లో డిఫరెన్స్ వస్తుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో మనం ఏవైతే సెండ్ చేస్తున్నామో అదే రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అయింది అనుకోండి, సో దర్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్, నో ప్రాబ్లం. అది కాకుండా డిఫరెంట్గా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, డెఫినెట్లీ దెర్ మస్ట్ బి ద ప్రాబ్లం. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దీస్ టెక్నాలజీస్ ఓన్లీ. అండ్ ఇంకేదో మ్యూజికల్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్స్, మనకి మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ ఉంటారు, మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ యూస్ చేసే ఫినామినా కూడా బీట్స్ ఫినామినా. అంటే మనకి వినపడాలి సౌండ్గా గ్యాప్లో, అంటే మనకి మ్యూజిక్ అనేది చిన్న ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ చేంజెస్ తోటి మనకి క్లియర్గా వినపడాలి వాళ్ళు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తే, అది మీనింగ్ అది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద బీట్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. సో మెయిన్ మనకి ఇది ఏంది, ఇది ఎట్లా చేస్తాం, డెల్టా ఎఫ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు F1 మైనస్ F2. హౌ కెన్ వీ డూ దట్? సీ హియర్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకొని చెప్తానండి ఇది. See here, example, let A be the known frequency, A be the known frequency, let a frequency of A is equals to 500 hertz and B is unknown frequency. B is unknown frequency. We don't know the value of B. First, if A and B are sounded together, so if these two frequencies are sounded together, then we can observe beat frequencies. Initially, number of beats observed is equals to, let us say, 6. Then how can you calculate the frequency of B? Delta F, beat frequency is given as 6. So beat frequency, number of beats observed means nothing but beat frequency. Delta F is equals to 6. That means FA minus FB is equals to 6. FA minus FB na FB minus FA na? How? Why don't we do FB minus FA? That is the major difference here. That is a confusing topic. Only difference. So difference of two frequencies is nothing but beat frequency. Not always F1 minus F2. Maybe it is F2 minus F1. When we can do F1 minus F2, when we can do F2 minus F1, or FA minus FB, FB minus FA. So here we have the conditions here. First condition is, listen carefully, it is, if unknown tuning fork, so let us say A and B are the tuning forks. Let us say unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax, then number of beats decreases. This is the first condition. If the unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax, that means what is the meaning of that? So tuning fork, you know the tuning fork like this. So these are called the prongs of the tuning fork. Prongs of the tuning fork. If the unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax in the sense, so the prongs of the tuning fork is coated with wax. Prongs of the tuning fork are coated with wax. If they are coated with wax, thickness must be increases. Due to increase in thickness, what happens to frequency? Decreases. If the thickness increases, frequency must be decreases. చూడండి మనకి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సో సన్న ఇప్పుడు గిటార్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఉంది. గిటార్ స్ట్రింగ్లో ఎలా ఉంటుంది స్ట్రింగ్స్ అనేది? వెరీ లెస్, అంటే వెరీ థిన్. అది మనకు ఒక ఐరన్ వైర్ తీసుకెళ్ళి గిటార్ కనెక్ట్ చేసి కొడతా ఉన్నాం అనుకోండి, వస్తుందా? సౌండ్ వస్తుందా? సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఇఫ్ ద థిక్నెస్ ఈజ్ లెస్, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఈజ్ మోర్. థిక్నెస్ ఈజ్ మోర్, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఈజ్ లెస్. ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆసిలేషన్ అండి. ఇప్పుడు మనం బ్లేడ్ తీసుకున్నాము, ఇలా అన్నాం నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఆసిలేషన్ వస్తుంది. అదే ఒక థిక్నెస్ రబ్బర్ తీసుకొని ఇట్లా అన్నాం అనుకోండి, అంత ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ వస్తుందా? సేమ్ డైమెన్షన్స్ ఉన్న బ్లేడ్ తీసుకున్నాను, వాటికి బ్లేడ్ ఈజ్ ద వెరీ థిన్, అదే డైమెన్షన్స్ తోటి రబ్బర్ తీసుకున్నాను, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ సర్టన్ థిక్నెస్. విచ్ వన్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ మోర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ? డెఫినెట్లీ బ్లేడ్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ మోర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. అర్థమవుతుందా? బ్లేడ్ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ more frequency because oscillations are more. So that means if the thickness is less, frequency is more. If the thickness is more, frequency is less. So here first condition is if the unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax. So that means it is coated with wax. It is coated with wax. Coated with wax means thickness increases. Due to that wax, what happens? The number of bits decreases. Initially, what is the number of bits given? 6. But due to the loaded with wax, number of bits decreases. So 5, 4, 3, 2 like that. So number of bits decreases. Due to wax coating, what happens? Due to wax coating, thickness increases. Thickness increases, frequency decreases. Frequency decreases, no doubt about that. Unknown fork అంటే ఏంటండి ఇక్కడ? B. A frequency is 500, B frequency is unknown, so that is unknown. So the given first condition is unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax, then the number of bits decreases. That is the given condition. So due to the wax coating, what happens? Thickness increases, due to that frequency decreases. So let us say this is A and this is B. So A is given as 500, we don't know B. Initially, just I am considering, actually what are the possible values of B? 506 or 494? Anyone is possible because the bit frequency is 6. If FA minus FB we can consider, FB becomes 494, or FB minus FA we can consider, and ఇప్పుడు B అనేది 506 or 494. Two possibilities, because 500 minus 6 we can do, or 500 plus 6 we can do. Both possibilities. Now we can check which one is right here. Of course we have two possibilities. Now we can check which one is correct. So now what is the situation? Due to wax coating, thickness increases, then the frequency decreases. Frequency decreases here. 505. నేను ఇచ్చిన కండిషన్ ఏంటండి ఇక్కడ? What is the given condition? Number of bits, unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax, so that frequency decreases. 505, 504, 503, 502, 501 like that. Frequency decreases. Due to that, what is the one more condition given? Number of bits decreases. The frequency of A does not changes. Frequency of A does not changes, but only frequency of B only changes. How it changes? Frequency remains constant. Due to wax coating, frequency of B decreases. So 505. Now if it is 506, what is the number of bits? 6. If it is 505, number of bits. If it is 504, number of bits. If it is 503, number of bits. What happens to the number of bits? So the given condition is right. So what is the possible value of B? 506. That is the confusion here. అంతా వచ్చినట్టే ఉంటుంది, ఏముంటుంది చూడండి. ఈ కండిషన్ అర్థమైందా? లోడెడ్ విత్ వ్యాక్స్ సో దట్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డిక్రీజెస్. అంటే మనకి ఇక్కడ బీకి టూ పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. డెల్టా ఎఫ్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ వీ కెన్ డూ ఎఫ్బి మైనస్ ఎఫ్ఏ ఆర్ ఎఫ్ఏ మైనస్ ఎఫ్బి. బోత్ ఆర్ పాసిబుల్. సో బోత్ ఆర్ పాసిబుల్ మీన్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టూ కండిషన్స్, టూ పాసిబుల్ వాల్యూస్ ఆఫ్ బి, either 506 or 494. But what is due to the given condition, the frequency of B must be decreases. So how it decreases? Find out. So this is possible, this is possible. Just first I am checking this one. I am considering the value of B is 506. Its frequency decreasing. 505, 504, 503, 502, 501. Like that, its value goes on decreases. The difference of these two, 6 bits. The difference of these two. Next, 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 next. What happens? Number of bits decreases. Here 5 bits we can observe, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means number of bits goes on decreases. Number of bits goes on decreases means that is the given condition. Due to the wax filling, number of bits decreases. Then what is the frequency of B? 500. Let us discuss this one also. I am considering 494. Due to the wax coating, what happens? Frequency decreases. 493, 492, 491, 490, like that. 500 minus 494, 6, okay. 500 minus 493, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number of bits increasing here. But the given condition is, this must be mentioned in the problem. Must be mentioned in the problem. Then only we can do these two. Otherwise, this number of bits decreases or increases, we can't do anything. This condition must mention in the problem. ఇది ఖచ్చితంగా మెన్షన్ చేస్తారండి. Definitely this condition must be mentioned. So here number of bits decreases. So in this situation number of bits decreases. In this situation number of bits increases. So this condition is not possible. So the possible value of B is FB minus FA is equals to 6. Then FB is equals to FA plus 6, 500 plus 6. So that is equals to 506. That is the situation. Right? Next, in the same situation, if the unknown tuning fork is loaded with wax, if the number of bits increases, same situation is given, but if the number of bits increases, what is the condition? 494. So that means for each and every situation, up to you have to be perfect, you must check 2 options. అంటే మీకు పర్ఫెక్షన్ వచ్చే వరకు ఖచ్చితంగా 2 ఆప్షన్స్ చెక్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉండాలి. 2 ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి ఖచ్చితంగా. 506 ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది, 494 ఖచ్చితంగా ఇస్తాడు 2. ఏ ఒకటి మిస్ అయ్యాడు, ఖచ్చితంగా 2 ఇస్తాడు. నెక్స్ట్ కండిషన్, next condition is here. Second possibility, if the unknown tuning fork is filed so that number of bits increasing, that is the next condition. Previous condition is loaded with wax so that number of bits decreasing or increasing. 2 conditions we checked. Second condition, unknown tuning fork is filed so that number of bits increases. Filing in the sense, if the tuning fork is filing means the thickness of the tuning fork must be decreases. Filed in the sense, what is the meaning of filed is thickness decreases. Thickness of tuning fork decreases so that its frequency increases. So that is the situation. Loaded with wax means thickness increases, frequency decreases. Filed in the sense frequency increases, thickness decreases. Due to decrease in thickness, frequency increases. So again we have to consider 2 conditions. So A, B. A is 500, B is 506 or 494. Two conditions. What is the given condition? Unknown tuning fork is filed. Filed in the sense frequency increases. 507, 508, 509, 510 like that. And it is also 495, 496, 497, 498 like that. We are checking two possibilities. We don't know the frequency of B. Either it must be 506 or 494. We have to decide based on what? Given condition. Based on the given condition, we have to decide this. So here, so that what happens? Number of bits increases due to the filing condition. Due to the filing condition, number of bits are increasing. Number of bits are increasing. So frequency definitely increases. 500. ఎంత వస్తుందండి ఇది? Next 8. Next what happens? Frequency, beat frequency increases. See here, first it is 506 minus 500, 6. Next 7, next 9, next 10. That means what happens? According to the given condition, number of bits increases. Here also we are observing number of bits increases. Let us check this one. 500 minus 494, 6. 500 minus 495, 5. 4, 3, 2. The number of bits decreases, but given condition is increasing. In this situation, we are observing number of bits decreasing. So this condition is not possible. So in this situation again, we must write delta B. FB minus FA is equals to 500. FB is equals to FA plus 500. Sorry, 6. So 6. It is 500 plus 6. So that is equals to 506. In the same situation, here if the number of bits decreases given, if the number of bits decreases, then it is 494. Compulsory, you must check two conditions. ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుందా, డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుందా, ఖచ్చితంగా మీరు రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ చెక్ చేసుకోవాల్సిందే. చెక్ చేసుకోకపోతే మాత్రం ఖచ్చితంగా, ఎందుకంటే రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయండి, ఖచ్చితంగా మీకు ప్రాబ్లంలో రెండు ఆప్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ ఏదైతే రాంగ్ ఉందో అదే ఇస్తాడు, 100% ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ రాంగ్ ఆప్షన్ ఇస్తాడు. మీరు ఏదైతే ఫస్ట్ తప్పు చేస్తాడో అది ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షనే ఉంటుంది మీకు. ఎగ్జామ్ వల్ల ఏం చేస్తాం, కరెక్ట్గా పెడతారు, అబ్బా నేను పెట్టేసి వచ్చాను అనుకుంటారు, బయటకు వచ్చి నాకు ఈ చూసుకుంటే కదా తెలిసేది. అట్లా పోయే వాళ్ళు చాలామంది ఉంటారు. సో ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్లో మాత్రం మనం చేయాల్సింది డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీసే, F1 మైనస్ F2 ఆర్ F2 మైనస్ F1. బట్ ఎప్పుడు ఏది చేయాలా, డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ ద గివెన్ సిచ్యువేషన్, వెదర్ ద tuning fork is loaded or filed, whether the number of bits are increasing or decreasing. It's very careful about that. ఇక్కడ నేనేం చెప్పాను, unknown tuning fork is loaded or filed. So maybe in the given question, known tuning fork is also maybe filed or loaded with wax. అది కూడా చేయొచ్చు, అది చేసిన సేమ్ సిచ్యువేషన్. రైట్, దిస్ ఈస్ బిట్స్ ఫినామినా, దిస్ ఈస్ ద వే టు డూ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్స్.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.